Om Shanti. Welcome to Amritvela Yoga. Let's take a moment of silence and let's bring all our attention to the center of the forehead, the third eye of intellect, the gift of knowledge that Shiv Baba showers on us. As I connect into my soul, into this space, I slowly let go of everything that is physical, everything that is corporeal around me, starting with this costume, this body, which is a gift that is given to me by my Father to play this part. During this auspicious time of confluence age, I make effort to emerge the consciousness of my true being, my soul, in an effort to let go of the old world and my old body in the consciousness of the old body and the old world. Making this shift in the consciousness, I slowly start my journey upwards. As I start to ascend, I come closer to the subtle world. I start to take my subtle angelic costume, the body of light, the glow body, the angelic body, and I start to enter the subtle realm that is filled with peaceful vibrations. As I enter the subtle world, I see angelic Brahma Baba in his complete angelic form opens his arms and lovingly embrace me. I take loving drishti from angelic Brahma Baba, being completely lost in this amazing presence of love and light. Taking loving drishti from Brahma Baba, I take my leave and I start to ascend. As my journey continues upwards, I slowly shed my angelic subtle body, and with my original point of light form, I enter my home, the land of peace, where my Father, my Baba, resides. As I enter this amazing peaceful realm, I am completely embraced with ocean filled with peace, ocean filled with power, ocean filled with complete knowledge, and pure bliss. I see my loving Father, Shiv Baba, also in his point of light form, taking all the power, all the peaceful vibrations that my Father blesses me. I feel completely lost in this amazing unconditional love that my Father is constantly showering on me. In this amazing space that my Father has created, I open my heart and have a heart-to-heart conversation with my Father. I gently ask Baba of what my instructions are, what my Srimat is, that when I go back to the subtle world and take leave from angelic Brahma Baba and finally go back to my corporeal world, I can remember this Srimat, the code of conduct, the elevated instructions that my Father has showered upon me, so I can make effort to become who I am before, that is, the master of the world, and also inspire all my brother and sister souls to also make the effort to become who they were before. Baba lovingly begins this heart-to-heart conversation. Baba tells me, "Sweet child, use everything you have in a worthwhile way for God's service, and thereby create your future, because death is over your head." Baba very gently reminds me that Mahakal, the death of all deaths, is just ahead of us to end this old world, to end this reign of vices, to end the realm of body consciousness, and to begin the new world. And Baba tells me, for this, I need to make effort to use everything in a worthwhile way for God's task of establishment. And with this, I can create my future. Baba tells me that every thought has to be used in a worthwhile way for the service. Every word that is spoken should be used in a worthwhile way for God's service. Every karma, every action that is performed has to be used in a worthwhile way for God's service. Then Baba tells me, only when the attachment is removed from your intellects, you are able to imbibe the knowledge by churning the ocean of knowledge. Baba compares attachment to monkey, and Baba reminds me that attachment is such that it makes us absolutely like a monkey. For this, Baba gently reminds us of our first and the foremost promise that we had made to Baba on the path of devotion. We promised Baba that we will forget our body and the bodily relations and remember Baba alone. So today, in this heart-to-heart conversation, at this auspicious time, Baba reminds us of the first and the foremost promise that we made to let go of this limited body, to let go of these limited relations, and to connect our intellect's yoga with just the one Father, one Shiv Baba. Then Baba tells me, once again, before destruction happens, to use every thought, every word, every action, wealth, everything in a worthwhile way. Baba reminds me that death is just ahead and that this is the time of settlement. Therefore, I must definitely become pure before the destruction takes place. Baba also reminds me that I need to remove my attachment from the bodily beings and become a conqueror of attachment. I need to conquer body consciousness, which is the number one in me. Baba tells me I need to break away from everyone else and once again connect my intellect in yoga with one and only one Father. Then Baba blesses me that I finish all force of obstacles by becoming powerful with churning power and thereby be free from all attachments. And for this, Baba gives a very easy yukti. Baba says, churn the ocean of knowledge. Baba reminds me that at this present time, there is a need for the souls to fill themselves with all powers, with the churning power. Baba tells me to become introverted and churn every point so that the butter, that is, the essence can be extracted and the power can emerge. And Baba says the way to measure this is the soul starts to experience super sensuous joy. And such a soul is not attracted by anything that is temporary. And such a soul's powerful stage of spirituality, of being absorbed in such a stage that automatically finishes the force of obstacles. Then Baba tells me, those who receive everyone's respect in the Brahmin world can be seated on the throne. Having become so full with this heart-to-heart conversation with Baba, I take leave from Baba and I slowly start my way downwards. I take on my subtle body and come to the subtle world, into the presence of angelic Brahma Baba, and taking loving drishti from Brahma Baba, together we shower the world with the powerful vibrations of Sakash from Shiv Baba. So the Sakash filled with peace, bliss, happiness, and healing vibrations are spread to the entire world. With this, I take leave from angelic Brahma Baba and start to descend back into the corporeal realm, back into this corporeal body, this amazing gift, this costume that will allow me to play my part in this auspicious confluence age, that I will be able to take Srimad that Baba had filled this soul with and continue to remember to use everything in a worthwhile way. That is, my thoughts, my words, my actions, wealth, and everything that Baba has blessed me for Baba's task of establishment before the destruction happens. And with this, also inspire my brother and sister souls to make the same effort and claim a seat on a throne. Om Shanti.